wanted to thank everybody who, well, anybody, but especially in the last week, thank you for subscribing to my YouTube channel. I had a goal to bump myself up to 700 subscribers. We were just around 690 something, and we hit it. I'm at exactly 710 right now, so thank you. I appreciate that. Yes, so I wanted to say thank you for that, and also thank you for anyone that signed up for my newsletter. My next one will go out either this weekend or possibly I'll wait till Wednesday of next week, just so that I can put all the details in about the new holiday catalog, give you the link and all that kind of fun stuff, show you stuff. Speaking of that, our video next week is going to be all about the new holiday catalog and everything coming out in that. Just a reminder, you have just a few days left to get that awesome deal where you get an extra $30 more than normal. Oh, you sweetheart. So if you want to take advantage of that awesome VIP shopper, like the starter kit, there's no obligation. You don't have to turn this into a business and sell to your friends. You don't have to. You just get craft supplies for a discount. So you'll get $155 worth of supplies for $99. And you get free shipping. So that's like a 10% discount right away, plus the extra. So there's that. Okay, so I put in the description of this video where to subscribe to my newsletter. And also, if you're not a Paper Pumpkin subscriber yet, this week is all about Paper Pumpkin. So I'm going to show you quickly what comes in the kit. It's all inclusive. It's like the best place to start stamping if you want to start but you're not sure where. This is the absolute easiest place to start. So let me go ahead and flip the camera around and we're gonna go all about Paper Pumpkin. And I got new business cards and they're so cute. I have to show you guys, like they're so adorable. They're just these tiny little things. I love them. And I made them smaller on purpose. They're a little bit hard to read. You have to like zoom in a little bit, but they're so cute. I don't know. I just think anything mini is the cutest. So this way they fit easier into treats. Speaking of treats, these, you've seen them on my Instagram or Pinterest or on my blog. I fit 4 caramel Hershey Kisses in there. These are for a upcoming, oh, thank you. These are for an upcoming fall market. I wanted to show you guys like the basket of caramel apples. Okay, and I love, like, you guys participated in my little poll. Thank you. Oh, Alessandra, you're so sweet. You participated in my poll of which one you like better, caramel apple or pumpkin spice, and it's pretty close. It's I think 1 vote more for pumpkin spice, but I was surprised. I thought I was the only one that preferred caramel apple, so thanks for participating in that. That's always fun to see. Okay, so let's get started with Paper Pumpkin. So just a reminder, I won't go too much into detail, but just remember that Paper Pumpkin is an all-inclusive kit, and the first time when you subscribe, your very first kit will come with a clear block. It's a little bit thinner than, it's about half the size of these regular blocks, but it's a great block. You want to keep that one. So your first one comes with a block. Other than that, it always comes with everything you need. The only thing you may need is, I love it. The only thing you may need is a pair of scissors. So this month's kit, oh, and there's a little advertisement for next month. If you're a Halloween fan, it's treat containers next time. I can't wait to see what this one is. I love it. And I love that they use like Bon Appetit. So cute. On the back of that flyer, in case you are already a subscriber, but you haven't yet gotten that, the Gift of Fall add-on kit, you can still get that. That's still available. It's $10 and you get 24 card bases and envelopes. And I'm going to show you those today as well. So it always comes with a flyer, so a little sneak peek of what's going to happen in the next month. And then everything will be packaged up, all the supplies except for the stamp set and the ink spot. So it's a great way to build your ink pad collection. You'll get lots. It's a different color every single month, and they don't repeat, at least every year, probably more often than that. They don't repeat. So you'll get at least 12. Sometimes they even include 2 ink spots. So you'll get that, and you'll get your stamp set. So there's the stamp set for this month. Just a reminder, on my blog today, after the video, I'll go ahead and publish the blog post, but you can go and click on the link to get this free printable. So it'll sit on your shelf with all your other stamps so that you can see it and use it, because there are some great stamps in Paper Pumpkin. Like, these sentiments are great. So you can print that from my blog and then just put it inside one of those clear cases. And honestly, I looked all around to see if I could find the clear cases cheaper, but they're not even that expensive. It's $6 for 4 of them, and that's the cheapest I could find for clear cases. You can find black ones, but these ones are nicer. So go ahead and add those to your order. So there's that. All right, so packaged inside, this will be against a piece of like thick cardboard. These are the instructions, so don't throw those away. Those are the instructions. And on the back, it tells you what's included, and then it'll tell you the coordinating colors. So today I'm going to do a project that uses these coordinating colors, so you never have to guess. It coordinates perfectly, and it's all right there. They help us out so much. Okay, so here's the 2 different kinds of cards that you get in that add-on collection, and the cute envelopes. Okay, and then this kit came with so many like tags, die cuts. Oh, these tags are so gorgeous. I love them. And it kind of inspired one of the things I'm going to show you today. So lots of different die cuts. There's all the adhesive. There's tons of sequins, to dimensionals, some vellum die cuts, some other cardstock die cuts already cut out, like you don't have to cut anything. Some more leaves. And then this kit specifically made 6 of these adorable bags. So with all those pieces, I'm going to show you what I made. Oh, and I'm going to keep one of these cards out to show you. So I'm going to put this away. All right. So here were the 2 bags. This I made just like the directions said. So this is exactly what you would make with your kit. There's enough to make 6 of them. I made cute little back to school treats for my kids in these, and they're so funny. Like, they totally knew. They opened their bags and they got their treats out, and they both instantly were like silent and read the cards that I made for them. It was so sweet. And then they hand the bags back to me. Like, they knew, oh, you can use those again. You need those for your video. It was so cute. So that's what the kit makes. And then the add-on is just the cards and envelopes. So you get to design whatever you want. Now, I made a few using just what is in the Paper Pumpkin kit. Okay, well, I'll show you these. So this one was just a simple, I just added the tag and the bow and the sequins. That's just a simple one. This one, I just turned it a little bit, and this is one of the tags, and I just snipped it down a little and wrapped the twine around it. I just got a little bit creative with that one and added some of the leaves, but it's still cute. And then this one, I used the stamps, and I just heat embossed with the white Stampin' Emboss powder. So there's those. That's using just what's included in the kit. So there's those. And then I always do this. I play with my kit, and then it inspires me to create with something else that I have that coordinates. So I pulled out the Country Home stamp set, which is amazing. So I'm telling everyone, add this to your shopping list. In fact, I have it right here, which I'll talk about in just a second. But I pulled out the Country Home stamp set that I don't even know if I've played with yet. I may have made 1 or 2 cards, but seriously, just type that into Pinterest, Country Home Stampin' Up. You'll see so many beautiful, amazing cards. So this was a really quick one that I made using that stamp set. And I'm going to show you this one because it's so fast. Like, you will not believe how fast it is to make that. So let's do that one really quick. Whenever I emboss, I just take a plain sheet of paper and fold it in half because that's going to catch my embossing powder. So I'm going to take my card and I'm going to leave it unfolded just so I don't burn my fingers. So you'll just need the Versamark ink. And if you're starting out, first I say sign up for Paper Pumpkin so that you'll get little ink spots of lots of different colors. Also add to your shopping cart Memento Tuxedo Black ink pad and a Versamark. With those, you can do so many different things. Okay, so I'm going to take this one. I'm going to do it a little bit different this time. So this one I used that milk carton and the cotton and the seed pods. So I'm going to switch it up just to show you the different stamps. And you'll see them anyway because I have several other cards to show you. So this one I'm going to do a little bit different. I'm going to use like this rustic pitcher. And then the bouquet with the... I don't know what they're really called, but we call them cattails. I don't know what they're called, but so I'm going to do those ones, which are similar but a little bit different. So all you have to do, this is a total beginner project. Anybody can do this. Ink that up with the Versamark, stamp right on your card, and then it shows a little bit like it's pretty light, but you can see. So you're going to ink up the other side, and sorry, my head's gonna go right in the camera there, I'm sure, because I have to get I have to get that one lined up perfectly. So there's that. Now all you do is take your white, or you could use any color, but I liked the white just because it pulled in that border right there. Take your white, stamp and emboss powder, and this has lasted years, and it's like, I don't know if you can quite see. It's maybe 2/3 of the way gone. I have had this probably since I first started Stampin' Up, which was like in the early 2000s. I don't even know. So I just dump that on there, and you're just going to want to spread it around to make sure it covers all of the ink. See, this is why we put a piece of paper down. And I can see that it's not getting the bottom of my picture there. So there we go. So now I have a big pile of it. And I have like there's a couple of chunks. Okay, there we go. And then just so I don't melt all of that, this is why it lasts forever, because this saves it and you just put it back into the little container. Okay, so there's that. And now I am going to do heat embossing on camera because it's going to go quick. And I don't know if you can quite see the effect, but you'll see it's kind of dull right now. And then as I heat emboss it, it will turn darker. So go ahead and mute for just a minute if you want to. This is a little bit loud. And yes, you do have to use your heat tool. A hairdryer doesn't get hot enough. So turn it on and let it heat up for a few seconds. And then just point it onto your image. I'm going to try to angle it, but I don't know if you can really see it. And you just hold it there. I don't know why I like that sound. Okay, I don't know if you can see how that got a little bit darker. And then you just move it around so the whole thing gets dark. It's beautiful already. Aw. But that embossing, like, I love embossing. I use it a lot because it just adds that extra, like, finishing touch. But almost done. I like that smell. I like weird smells sometimes. Okay, so there it is. And you can see I got a little bit of the dust right there, but it doesn't matter. So there's my card. Like, super quick and easy. That was literally 2 minutes. I don't know. Was anyone timing me? I'll watch back the video and see how long that took. So there's the card, and then it already has this cute matching envelope. So there's those two. Literally, you could make a stack of those. So there's, well, so you get 12 of each kind. So you could make 12 of those in like 10 minutes. Just do it real fast. Like, you could easily stamp a stack of that. So there's the first card I'm going to demonstrate. So that was the first, like, I did the cards that were just using the paper pumpkin. I always challenge myself to do that, to use the stamp sets. So I'll put those here. And then I played around a little bit with what was included, and then also a couple other things. So here's another card, and this is brand new paper that's coming out in next week's holiday catalog release. This is the Come Together designer series paper, and this one is too. I'm going to show you that in a second too. That's gorgeous stuff. So if you're getting that starter kit, you can add like that paper would be a great thing to add. Some of the kits too, because I know those are going to sell out. I'm a little bit nervous. So here's another one, and I'm going to show you this technique. This was inspired by that tag in the kit, how it's like it kind of switches to another color. So that was kind of inspired by that. I just took one of the white tags, and I'll show you what I did there. Let me pick these up real quick, and I'll put all of these on my blog and on Instagram and Pinterest so that you can see them. So I took that stamp and I just inked it up with Versamark, and then I embossed it with the white embossing powder, and I'll show you it's already done. So I'm not going to heat emboss this one on camera. One is enough, right? Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I took 5 of the coordinating colors. So I have those here. The one that came with the kit is Mary Merlot. So I took 5 of those. Now, if you don't have the full-size ink pads, but you have the little spot, all you have to do is take an aqua painter, or a regular paintbrush works as well. You just need a cup of water, and you just pick up some ink off of the corner of the ink pad. For these ones, these are actually upside down from the order I'm going to do it. For these ones, what you do is you just squeeze. So I'm like squeezing so that middle will pick it up, and then it'll leave some ink on the middle. Now these new style of ink pads, I've had a little bit of trouble getting the ink on this side of the like container. And so all you'll need to do is take your ink refills and just drop a dot in there. Or again, you can just pull some ink off of the corner of the ink pad. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, it's been a couple days since I used this, so it's not dry, but I wanna get it a little bit wet. So with your aqua painter or a regular paintbrush, just drop a couple drops, depending on how light you want it. Drop a drop or two of water on there, and you can see that it starts to, and then you're just going to use that as a regular paintbrush, and you're just going to go and paint in just the little, I don't know what they are, leaves, little blossoms, whatever they are. If you want it darker, just add a little bit more ink. You just don't want to add too much water, because that will wear through the paper. It is cardstock, so you know, it is pretty thick, but you just don't want to do too much. And then once I was done, I actually went through, and I'm going to add a little bit of water here so I can lighten it a little bit. There we go. And you can wipe off your brush as well. And I just kind of added a little bit on the lines there, just to add a little bit more color. So you don't have to color in the lines. You can, you know, step out of them. And then what I did, I wanted to show you, I just had a paper towel and I just wiped it until it's clear. Put another drop of water, just wipe it till it's clear. That's what mine looked like at the end. I wanted to show you how I blended the colors. It's super easy. So all you're gonna do, there's my Blackberry Bliss, and then I took Mary Merlot. And this one won't be super obvious, but what I did is I just kind of, I did one full line of the first color, and then I missed that one, so I was just adding it. And then I did one little bit where I kind of mixed the two colors together, and then I took the next color and just started another line. So you can easily just blend it down. You're going to cover part of this up anyway. So I did that. Add a little bit more. And so I took all 5 colors and just took it one little section at a time. And then I got all the way down to, ta-da! Oh, I don't want to show you that one yet. Trying to hide it. Okay, and so then that's what it looks like when it's all dried. And again, you'll just want to add a little bit to the stems there. So there's that. And then I just layered up some of the die cuts that were included in the kit. And there's my card. So literally, I used what was included in the Paper Pumpkin kit, and then I just added some cardstock and some of that new Designer Series paper, which is so gorgeous. I love it. Okay, so there's that one. And so and there's my little technique for the day. And then using that same watercolor technique, I made this one. So, and just wait, the inside is amazing. I want you guys to see close up that paper. It's so gorgeous. So I just used those same 5 colors and I just painted, this was the Country Home stamp set, and then I just painted that image. And then on the inside, okay, the inside is like almost more amazing than the front. Gorgeous, right? So I just stamped those Country Home images. I just stamped one this way, and then I flipped it around, stamped it that way, and then painted them just like I did on the front of the card, using that exact same technique that I did for the tag. So super easy on that one. And then just playing around a little bit more with the Country Home stamp set, I made, well, I'll show you this way. So first I made this one. I'm a big fan of neutrals and just using lots of pattern and texture to add interest to something. And I don't know if you can see it, but I added some Wink of, oh, thank you, Alessandra. I added some Wink of Stella, which you can kind of see on the darker parts of the cotton right there. And I loved that because it made the cotton just a shade more natural than white and added some sparkle. So I have a better close-up image that I'll put on my blog for that one. So there's that one. And then on the inside, I stamped Thankful. And the way that I did that is I took this stamp from Country Home and I used my Sahara Sand marker and just colored in Thankful. And for some reason, it's a little picky, I don't know what to call it, with the photopolymer. I couldn't get it really smooth. And so then on the next card that I made, I just stamped the full stamp, and then I just took my chamois and just wiped off the bottom and the top where it had those extra words, which those extra words would have been fine too, but I was going with the Simply theme, so I wanted it a little bit more simple. So that's how I did that one. And out of the two, I think I like this one better, although I'll point out my mistake. I stamped it, and then I realized when I went to put the image on that it was too low. I should have stamped it a little bit higher, but it wasn't a problem. I just snipped off one of the cotton blossoms. So, so there's that. I think if I did this one again, what I would do is first stamp off with the birch so that it was a little bit lighter, a little bit more subtle. So there's that. I do like the inside, just Thankful. I just love like the simple, just one word. So there's that. So those are the simple cards that I have for you today. So again, let me just point out a couple of things to add to your cart. You'll want to add that Country Home photopolymer stamp set. It's $21. And then you can, okay, so to get the Paper Pumpkin, you have to be a Paper Pumpkin subscriber. So first go subscribe to Paper Pumpkin and then go add, you have to do it on separate websites. So subscribe to Paper Pumpkin and then you can come back and add the Country Home stamp set and then the Gift of Fall refill kit. That's available. And that's why I connected these two, because the refill kit does not include the stamp set or the ink pad, but it includes everything else. So if you get that Country Home stamp set, then you're going to have those good sayings to add to your kit. So those for sure. And then the add-on bundle is where you get the cards. So the cards and envelopes, and that's only $10, totally worth it. And the refill kit's only $10 too, so you actually save $12 by getting the refill. If you don't have the stamp set and ink pad, that's okay, just use this one instead, which has more images that you can make a lot more cards. So there's that. Here is this month's hostess code, and I just wanted to show you, I've had a couple people ask, well, where do I add the hostess code? So you just go to my blog and click Shop Now, and then you can add the products that you want, or I usually have a chart and you just click on the image of what you want to order and then you just add it to your cart. And then once you're all done, you'll see at the bottom host code, and that's where you enter the host code. And that's where I know that you chose me as your demonstrator, and so I'm going to send you a free gift. One other thing to add to your order today is the stamp cases. Here's the number for that. They're $6 for 4 of those, and that's so that you can print out the case inserts and have those organized nicely on your shelf, because the stamp itself doesn't come with the case. So those are the 4 things to add to your order, and your total will be $47. So there you have it. Okay, thanks again, everybody, for joining me. Next week, I will go over the brand new holiday catalog. I'm going to show you some things that I've made with those, and then some other things that I have coming up. And then we're going to go through a little tour of the catalog, because there are actually things that I still need that I haven't bought yet. So that's next week. Thanks again for joining me. I'll see you next Wednesday at 2 o'clock. Bye!